That's not what I said. We're just going with that. It's Burbank. There's no farming in Burbank. Clap for Aubrey. Or not. We're just a smattering. That's all she really needs. It's not. There's no ego involved in any of this for any of us. It's just, your indifference, that works for us too. We don't really give a fuck. We're fine, stable human beings. That's why we need to go out at night and drink and get in a microphone in front of strangers, because we don't need your fucking approval. So go ahead and don't give a shit about us. When we walk off the stage, don't clap, don't. It's not likely we'll do damage to our bodies afterwards. So it's not on you. It's not on you if a comic kills themselves after 6 minutes in a Yoo-hoo room. You just enjoy your cookie. Don't stop eating your cookie to clap for one of us that has worked very hard to put together these finely crafted jokes, none of which you're going to fucking hear because you didn't clap for Aubrey. And she's wearing her grandmother's dress that she wore to Woodstock. You guys have no appreciation of antique dresses and the nerve it takes to wear that in the Yoo-hoo room on Friday night in 2015. So that's the end of that. I don't often drink, and this is why. Just being honest with you. That's it for me. I was going to make fun of the other guy's ears, but he seems like such a nice guy. Wouldn't be nice, you know what I'm saying? Because comics sometimes can cross the line and be dicks, and I don't want to cross that line. But fuck white people. That's a ridiculous thing. Not all white people, just many white people. I don't even want to talk about race. I'm not a Starbucks barista, so I'm not really qualified. The idiocy that it takes for somebody to do that. You know what I mean? Hey, you want to make that $9 an hour? You need to learn about race and then talk to people about it. It's just fucking unbelievable, you know? It's like walking into our bank and be like, hey, let's talk about income inequality. I don't know. I haven't any fucking money. I don't know even how to begin. You've got more than the rest of us. You should pay some fucking taxes. Build a road, you piece of shit. That's, you know what I mean? Once you got the first billion, why do you need any more than that? Really? I mean, if I had $1 billion and I woke up and I only had $500 million, I don't think I'd fucking notice. You know what I mean? It's just, you know, it's not like, oh, I'm going hungry. What? Gas is $4 again? Shit. I'm going to have to start riding my platinum-plated bicycle. This is the arrogance of rich people. They just have no relationship with normal human beings. They don't. They just get whatever they fucking want, you know? It's just, what a weird life. It's just gotta be weird. Does anybody here? What happened there? Hey, now I'm doing impressions. This is me with a bubble in my throat. It's the 1%, right? We all heard about this. Is anybody here in the 1%, top 1% income earners in the country? Do you know what that means? Does anybody know what that means? To be, in terms of annual salary, to be in the top 1%, you have to make over $528,000 a year. Anyone? Good, because you were going to buy us all cookies, you cheap fuck. That's a lot of money. And even, to be honest with you, I mean, that is an enormous amount of money, but if you made that 1 year, then that year you would be part of the 1%, you know what I mean? Like you get a big freaking commercial or some shit like that. And 2 years later, you could be on Hollywood Boulevard, you know what I mean? Dressed up as freaking, you know, the guy in the red. What's his name? What's that guy? Spider-Man is a guy in the red. That is correct. That's totally fucking correct. Not the one I was thinking of. But I can't call you wrong. It's just, no, the guy, the Muppet character. Elmo! Elmo, there you go. The guy with the cookie knows who Elmo is. That makes perfect sense. I wasn't planning on talking about any of this shit. My dog died not long ago. Thank you. No, it was beautiful. He was a beagle. We had him from a pup until he was 13 years old. His kidneys gave out. And it was so sweet because a man came to the house and put him to sleep. And, you know, it was just... he was invited. Like he was a veterinarian, so it was just like the Mormons knocked on the door and I was like, hey, can you kill my fucking dog? You can just read from your book, it'll bore him to death. Let's go. That's not exactly what happened. I don't know, I just, it's gonna get dark, just stay with me. I'll make fun of you eating cookies again and then we'll get better. So my dog died, and it was a beautiful thing because it was his time, and that happens to everybody, you know what I mean? It's going to happen to you, that's personal. It's going to happen to you a long time from now, you're like 12. So, it's just the cycle of life, and it was nice because, you know, he had his backyard. So his name is Bosley the Beagle. Yeah, he flies like an eagle. He drives a Buick, I do believe it's a Regal, and he buys his shoes only at Fred Siegel. In his spare time, he does things that are illegal. He's Bosley the Beagle. Thank you. I don't know whether that's a poem or a rap, but it's my dog thing. So, you know, he was loved because he had that song written about him. And he was a good dog. And so he passed away, and it was very tough. I was never a dog person. Like, I had a cat and some turtles and shit, but I wasn't a dog guy. But I moved in with my girlfriend, she loved dogs, and then we got that dog, and then I like that dog. Like, I'm still not really a dog person, I just like that dog. But then 5 years ago, we had a project, and we were going to be gone a long time, and so we didn't want to leave him by himself, so we got him his own dog. Penny the puppy, that's where it ends, because she just wasn't that interesting. And we got the dog for him, so that he would have a playmate, and they loved each other, and they romped and played, and they were just a joyous thing. It was beautiful. But I never really had that much of a relationship with Penny. Like, she's all right, but she's not Bosley. She was just kind of like Bosley's dog. So when my dog died, I felt like he left me to take care of his dog. Which is just a weird thing. And then she was like, I was very upset, and my girlfriend was very upset. It was very, you know, it was like losing a family member. So it was a tough time. But you kind of hold on to that pain. Does anybody know what I'm saying here?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, and it's not just because you feel so alive, but because, you know, I'm old enough now to know that all those memories and all that love, it will inevitably, no matter how much you try to hold on, it's going to fade as time goes by. So I really, not that I liked being in agonizing pain and losing my dog, but I appreciated what I was going through. But we had to, my girlfriend didn't handle it well. She's from a trailer, so nothing works well for her. No, it's okay. She knows. It's not. She's very scarred. And so she was having a really tough time, so I was like, we got to get us a puppy. And so this was her idea. I just want to be clear about this. She was like, let's rent a motorhome and go on Puppy Quest. She grew up in a trailer, and it was fucking miserable, so I don't know why she wanted to revisit that experience. And then mix it in with the joy of a Puppy Quest. To replace our dearly departed dead dog. It was a lot, but I was like, okay, if that's really what you want to do. So I went to Fresno and found a puppy, and I was happy to go to Fresno to get the puppy. I really was, because I figured anytime you're taking something out of Fresno, it's going to be fucking happy. That was a happy puppy. So I got the puppy, and he was nice, and then it was kind of like, and they got along great, like Penny, because she was never been alone her whole life. She had no dog, and now she had a dog, and so they bonded like that. It was very beautiful, and I see them playing, that's why I keep looking down, and then it was like, oh, we got to name the dog, and she was like, hey, let's name him Teddy, and I was like, no. Just because it didn't roll for me, you know what I mean? Like, didn't look like a Teddy, and I was like, let's just name him Bosley. Because it'll be easy to remember. You know what I mean? And I want to love the dog, and I love that other dog named Bosley, so maybe it'll help me to love this dog. We just named him Bosley. What's the big fucking deal? And she was like, no, that's weird. And I was like, that's not weird. It's just a choice you make. Why is that got to be weird? It's just, you know what I mean? And then if he dies, then we get another dog. We'll name that dog Bosley, and it'll just be easy. But I don't know whether she was worried, like, people judging that or something. She was like, no, it's too fucking weird. We can't do that. And I was like, how about Bosme? That didn't go over at all. I just don't think it's that weird. And then I was telling my friends, most people that I told said, like, yeah, that's fucking weird, Dave. That's weird. My one friend said, yeah, my dad always had a dog named Joe. Like 6 different dogs, all named Joe. That's the gist of it. And I was like, so it's not that fucking weird. It's been done. So we settled on Boogie. So it's Boogie. Yeah, I know. It's kind of but I don't know. I can't call him Boogie. I just can't, because it's just, I don't know, it doesn't look like it. He seems very European. He carries himself in a way. You know what I mean? It just doesn't, Boogie isn't a very un-European name, that's all. So I've been calling him Bugerto. Which, to be honest with you, he fucking loves it. He loves it. He loves it better than just Boogie. Because the other problem with Boogie is the kids are all going to call him Booger. And, you know, having been called Booger for many years, nobody wants to go through that. That's not true. I was never called Booger. Well, it wasn't many years. It was a short period of time. But I was known as Booger. I didn't have any jokes. I just want to tell you about my dogs. It's been great. So, I'm fighting the drought. Like, the drought worries me. It does. Does it worry you? No, it doesn't worry you? It worries me. It's like NASA said, hey, California's got a year left. Fucking NASA. Those guys are smart, you know what I mean? They sent a Jeep all the way to Mars. They're like, hey, you don't have enough fucking water for 40 billion people. You should do something. And I don't know. Like, I feel like I should just move. I mean, hey, let's all go to Oregon. There's lots of fucking water. Not as much, you know, fun, but... So one thing that, some of the ways that I pee outside is what I'm trying to say. This is what I'm trying to get to. Shut up, don't judge me. I have a big backyard and there's plenty of space to pee. Right, there you go. Thank you, I like you. It's just my girlfriend freaks out about it a little bit, you know. And I'm like, if I pee in the house, I'm not flushing the toilet. And that's, because you guys don't know this, but it used to be California's state motto was, if it's brown, flush it down. If it's yellow, let it mellow, right? Because you don't waste the water. You guys never heard that before? You're from Texas. Oh, fuck. Do you live here now? Yeah. Good job. Good for you. Because Texas is a shithole. Texas is a shithole. I was flying into Houston one time to change plane, and the guy came on and said, we're now starting our descent to George Bush Airport. And I just instinctively booed. Which was really fucking fun. Am I out of time? Am I done?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. All right, you guys have been wonderful. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.